In the Pines is considered a true folk song, meaning we don't know and will likely never know the true author of it. Like many other folk songs, this tune goes by many names, including Black Girl, My Girl, and most notably, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? For consistency's sake, the only name used in this video will be In the Pines. The song is speculated to have been around since at least the 1870s, likely of African American and Southern Appalachian origins. Irish roots have been theorized, but are not well supported. The first record of the song was in 1915, stemming from Clay County, Kentucky. The record consisted of only 4 written lines. Black girl, don't lie to me. Where did you stay last night? I stayed in the pines where the sun never shines, and I shivered when the cold wind blew. 2 years later, in 1919 in Buncombe County, North Carolina, a group of black men working on a railroad were recorded singing. Once again, the record is only written, and it only consists of 4 lines. The longest train I ever saw was on the Seaboard Air Line. The engine passed at 1:30, and the caboose went past at 9. However, the melody was noted as very weird, and sudden minors are characteristic. Although the 2 songs may seem unrelated, in the early 1920s, a musicologist was sent a long text from Avery County, North Carolina that combined both songs. Chances are that The Longest Train, as it has been nicknamed, started off as an entirely separate song that merged into In the Pines over time. This is very common in folk music. As a result, the remaining verses of The Longest Train, if there are any, remain lost to time. In either 1925 or 1926, the first audio recording of the song surfaced. The song was played by Doc Walsh, accompanying himself on the banjo, and yet it merged both songs.
Now, darling, don't tell me no lie. Where did you stay last night? I stayed in the pines where the sun never shines, and I shivered when the cold wind blows. The longest train I ever saw went down the Georgia line. The engine it stopped at a 6-mile post. The cabin never left the town.
So in this recording, we see the first instance of another recurring theme in the song, decapitation.
The train run back 1 mile from town and killed my girl, you know. Her head was caught in the driver wheel. Her body I never could find. Oh, darling.
Norm Cohen, author of Long Steel Rail, The Railroad and American Folk Song, points out 3 recurring themes in most versions of the song: a verse about the pines, a verse about the longest train, and a verse about a murder. Usually this murder is of a young woman, usually a wife or a girlfriend, and it is usually attributed to her being hit by a train, her head found in the driver wheel, and her body lost. As recorded music began to get more and more popular, several artists released versions of the song. In 1941, Bill Monroe released a bluegrass version of the song. Although his version has no reference to the decapitation of a young woman, the stanzas about the pines and the longest train are still present.
The longest train I ever saw went down that Georgia line. The engine passed at 6:00, and the cab passed by at 9. In the pines where the sun never shines, and we shiver when the cold wind blows.
In 1944, 3 years later, possibly the most famous version of In the Pines was released by Leadbelly. This version includes stanzas about decapitation and the pines, but not the longest train.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? Come on, tell me, baby. In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine. I was shivering all night through.
Hundreds of versions of the song were released in the years to come. Judith McCall found over 160 different versions of the song for her 1970 musicology dissertation. She also noted another recurring theme in some of the versions, a mention of the longest train being at Joe Brown's coal mine or on the Georgia line. This is likely a reference to Joseph E. Brown, a governor of Georgia who was known for leasing convicts to operate coal mines in the 1870s. This is why the song is believed to have been written then. The most recent notable version of the song was in 1993. The week after Kurt Cobain died, MTV released a special of his band Nirvana as part of their Unplugged series. The last song on the live album, which Cobain announces by his favorite artist, is a version of In the Pines based heavily off of Leadbelly's.
My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, when did you sleep last night? In the pines, where the sun don't ever shine, I would shiver the whole night through.
The song In the Pines is estimated to be around 150 years old, and despite its popularity, little is known about the song itself. We don't know why the pines were important, and we don't know if the verses about the decapitation of a young woman are based in fact or not. Currently, references to the pines are believed to be a metaphor for sex, death, loneliness, or it may even reference the site of a lynching. As a fair amount of folk songs are based in fact, chances are a decapitation did happen that inspired the song. However, because of the passage of time and the unknown region of origin, no records of a traumatic decapitation, such as in the song, exist. But then again, if someone were to look, what region would they look at, and what time frame would they look at? Chances are the questions we have will stay unanswered forever, making the song all that much more mysterious.